Hey everyone, today on behalf of my group, I'm Kritika Gupta. I'm going to start with a presentation. The topic of our presentation is cybersecurity risk assessment and network security implementation. So, this project involved identifying cyber threats and refining security policies. So, going through with the next slide, I'm going to tell about the overview of the project that we've been working on. The purpose and the main objective of this project was to improve this security posture of the MIT Administrative Service Department and the departments that handle sensitive information such as data, the records, and student fee information, and also the administrative data. So, to address potential cyber risk, we performed a threat assessment, reviewed and improved security policies, and developed risk management and incident response plans as well. So followed by the next slide, the Administrative Service Department faces a range of cyber threats because it manages financial administration and user account information. So from our analysis, we identified six primary threats. So these threats were selected because they are realistic in a business environment and could directly impact confidential integrity and availability of critical system. So the from our analysis, the primary threats that we analysis were wishing and social engineering attacks, removable media attacks such as baiting, unauthorized remote access, credential theft, key lodging, and insider threats. So the availability of these critical systems also help us understand the threats were important because it allowed us to prioritize risk treatments and security controls as well. So this slide highlights the threats assessed as having the highest risk levels. Credential theft, unauthorized remote access, insider threats, and data exploration were considered particularly significant due to the potential impact on financial system and sensitive administrative data. So each threat here was evaluated based on likelihood and impact, allowing us to prioritize mitigation strategies as shown here. All the six datas that we've taken, it's all here under high risk threat assessment. So to better understand, we have incident case study analysis. So we have two incidents here. So to better understand these, the example that we've included here disclosed the credential through wishing attacks, malicious USB devices, introducing malware, compromised accounts. So as it's shown here that it includes the attack methods, the red flag that was identified, and the potential impact as well, where the credential breach was there and data exploration was also there. So these examples help guide our risk management and incident response plannings. Followed by this, as a part of the project, we also reviewed the existing information, security policies, and collected peer feedbacks. So the policy was assessed for clarity, clarifications, completeness, and particularly about the alignment with organizational security requirements. Several improvements were identified and incorporated to strengthen the policies. Also, we evaluated the user instructions and protocols as well. So the key outcome was that it was identified and strengthened in the policy sector.
Hi everyone, my name is Shilpa. We are in a group of information system securities, and one of my friend discussed these all are the slides. So I'm gonna start with the peer feedback and policy. Peer feedback highlighted issues such as unclear scope, definition, limited measurement control, insufficient procedure detail, and lack of accountable. We addresses the concern by the improving the structure, adding measurable security classification responsibilities and guidance. The next one is the key security policies points. The review security policies now providing clearest guidance on user responsibility, password requirement, acceptable use, incident reporting, compliances, expectation, and consequences of the policy violence. These improvements create a stronger foundation for maintaining security within the department. The next one is risk management highlighting. The risk management was developed to systematic identifications, assess threats, evaluation risk, and determining appropriate mitigation strategies. Critical assets, including the student fee database, payroll systems, scholarships, infrastructures, then like supplies, invoice portals, and network infrastructure. Each risk was assessed using the likelihood and impact rating to determining its overall priorities. The highlighting involves the creating compromisation on authorities assess and inciting threat because these could result in financial losses, privacy breaches, and I think so appropriate controls were the selected to reduce risk to acceptable levels. Incident responsible framework. A structural incident response process is essential because security incidents can occur even when presentative controls are in place. Our framework follows the stage of identification, reporting, contamination, investigation, records and the post in incidents. Review once an incident is the determining to contamination activities aim to limit damages and prevent further spread investigations. The next one is the incident severity levels, classifications, and the priorities. Incidents were classified into three security levels. The first and foremost one is high, medium. The first and foremost one is high. Each level has defining response, target, and action. High security incidents require immediate action due to their impact on critical system. The medium, that means the to response within the 4 to 5 hours, and the low risk level, that means the classification improve within a 1 or 2 business days. The next one is MIT route security control implementations in Kisco pocket traders. Following the audit, several security improvements were implemented on MIT routes. We confirm provenance mode and console authentication in accordance with the MIT password security policy. We also create and apply the IT services ALC to restrict network access to authorized system. This controls strength, administration, accesses, security, and improve network segmentations. MIT routes play a critical role because it controls traffic flows between networks. During our audit, we discovered that the required IT service ACL has not been implemented and administration's passport protection was missing. To address this issue, we confirm console and privileging mode of password and creating the missing ACLCs. That's it. The next one will be present by my friends. Thank you for listening to me. Thanks.
Hi everyone, my name is Banu Srikar Gunti and my student ID is ENEC3018. I'll be taking over the presentation from here, from where my other fellow teammates have finished, and I'll pick it up from here, wherein we'll be discussing more about network security controls implemented in Cisco Packet Tracker MITSW1. MITSW1 was originally unsecured with no password protection or port security. It was hardened by adding console and privileged mode authentication, enabling port security on the user port, limiting access to one MAC address using sticky learning and configuring the port to shut down automatically if the security violation occurs. Now we'll move on to the next slide. In this we'll be seeing the MITSW2, the protocol wherein the the network security controls implemented in Cisco Packet Tracker MITSW2. MITSW2 had some existing port security but was further secured by adding password protection, limiting each port to one MAC address, enabling shutdown on violations, and disabling unused ports to prevent unauthorized access. Now we'll see the network security controls implemented in Cisco Packet Tracker Packet Tracer 3. MITSW3 had partial security in place but was not fully compliant. It was strengthened by adding password protection, tightening port security, limiting the MAC address per port, enabling shutdown on violations, and disabling unused interfaces to reduce the risk. Next, we will move on to the network security controls implemented in Cisco Packet Tracer 4. This one is MITSW4, required extensive hardening as it lacked most security controls. We implemented password protection, port security with MAC limits, and sticky learning enabled shutdown on violations and disabled unused ports, bringing it into compliance and significantly improving protection against unauthorized access. Next, we will see the MITS, the security hardening summary, wherein the controls were verified using Cisco iOS commands to confirm they were working as intended. Check showed ACLs, password protection, port security, MAC limits, violation, shutdown behavior, and disabled unused ports, demonstrating successful implementation and compliance. The project outcome. The In this, the project built practical skills in cybersecurity risk assessment, policy development, incident response planning, and network security implementation. It also highlighted the importance of defense in depth, access control, secure configuration, and ongoing monitoring to protect organizational assets. I would like to conclude the presentation by saying the project strengthened the security posture of the MIT Administrative Services Department by improving threat detection policy controls, risk management, incident response, technical safeguards. These measures enhanced protection for critical systems and sensitive data. Thank you.